already told this is gonna be awkward.
Here we go.
Green, green, green. Action. Okay. All right.
You gonna start this up? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm doing these videos because I used to post these questions on Instagram and I would respond to them, and then a lot of people were requesting me to do a video. So I brought my best friend, KJ. If you don't know him,
Wavy guy.
alright. If you don't know him, then you probably don't know me very well. Facts.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. We're gonna get started and we're just gonna go through some of the topics that I had on my questionnaires and get both male and female opinion on them. So the very first topic we're gonna talk about, very important, and a lot of people requested to talk about this.
They always talk about this.
Opposite sex friendships while in a relationship.
What's that?
What?
What is that?
You ever heard of that?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Beyond me.
So a lot of people think that a female and a male can't be just friends.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
No way.
Gotta be something going on.
Definitely.
So we're here to tell you
That's not it.
completely false. How long have we been friends?
What, 5 years? 6 years?
I think it's going on 6.
Going on 6.
Wait, regardless, me and KJ have been friends for a really long time. It's never been anything but a friendship.
Never.
We've been through a lot of, both of us have been in relationships in that 6 years.
Yeah.
Some more than others. But our significant others have been kind of pretty cool with that, right?
They've been kind of forced. On my part.
Yeah, well, on my part too. Like, if I always tell people straight up, if I start talking to a guy, they're like, I have actually like multiple guy best friends. So that if that's gonna be an issue, then you can just get to stepping now.
Got to go.
Yeah, that's dead. So do you feel like there's any situation where a guy and a girl is not just friends? Like girls who don't typically have guy friends. Do you feel like that's a red flag if some guy just pops up while you're in a relationship with her? She has this best friend that just pops up out of nowhere.
Yeah, I feel like it's timing. Like,
Yeah.
like you can definitely have best friends that are opposite sex, but don't just get in a relationship and then be like, ooh, let me find a guy best friend. Like, that's weird.
I think a lot of times too, when guys have like girl best friends and then a girl tries to start talking to you, if she doesn't have like a guy best friend, she kind of feels like,
I need to match it.
yeah, I need to match it and I need to show him what I feel like, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to make him jealous type,
Yeah.
because I'm jealous.
And that's trash.
Yeah. And that just means that you're not really best friends with them. That's not really just a friend.
And you just got a guy in the way.
Yeah. Then you're just really ruining it for yourself. It's not just me as a friend. Like, you have, like, other girlfriends.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm just a general sociable person. Like, so having friends in general is a thing.
Same. Like, I don't not get along with girls, but, like, I mesh better with guys. And when I'm around, like, you, and then you're around a bunch of guys, it just so happens.
Guys, girls, they just all want to turn up with me, so.
It's just lit over here, apparently.
All over here.
Just
big energy.
all right. So next topic, how to approach a girl.
No, you don't.
So,
You don't.
or a guy. Okay, so I want to ask your opinion on if a girl were to, okay, we'll start with social media first. If a girl were to DM you, how exactly would you want her to go about that? What would catch your attention? Other than just like a hey, or like emojis? Or do you feel like that's the best way?
Just for a girl to slide into your DMs in general, that's a brave statement.
Saying a lot.
For the most part, yeah. But don't just come in with some like emojis or like.
Yeah, like would you
something
respond?
weird.
Well, obviously it depends on the girl.
Yeah. It definitely depends on the person.
Yeah, like if she's really attractive, it probably doesn't really matter what she says.
Right.
Valid?
You gotta see where you
Valid?
where you lie on the.
Okay, so in person,
In person, you just gotta be straight up.
just walk up to you
Yeah.
and be like,
What's up?
hey, I'm Rachel.
Yeah, like I'm feeling you. What's up?
I'm feeling you.
Simple. That's real simple. That's real to the point.
I'm feeling you.
Yes. Hey, I'm feeling you. What's up?
Have you ever had a girl do
I
that?
have.
Please explain the situation.
No.
Okay, so she walks up to you and she's just like, hey, you're cute.
Right.
You're attractive.
Cool. Right.
That's cool.
It's not cool, but it's a whole lot more than the look. When girls just be like, that does nothing.
I do that.
That's trash. That's so trash.
That's because I'm like too nervous to like go up and say something. Like I wouldn't know what to say. Like
I've gotten to a point where I just have a staring contest back with you, so you don't even mind. Just
so when somebody used to stare at this man, he would be like, "Can I have my face back?"
Yeah.
And that was like the most like that shit would crack me up. Like
Excuse
anybody.
me, can I have this back?
And it would be so blown. Like they like what? Okay, so if I would want a guy to approach me.
I can't wait to hear this.
First of all, okay, I'm gonna go through some do's and some don'ts. All right, so let's go through the don'ts first. If I don't respond to a message, do not send another message. Stop sending 16 messages. I've seen every single one of them, and there's a reason I'm not responding. Why do guys do that?
What is that on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat?
All of the above.
All of the above have receipts. It says
Yeah.
seen.
Yes.
It says
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know I saw that. You know I saw it.
I can't talk about this because people are weird. Y'all
Very
kids are
weird. Like, I
Y'all
have,
weird.
like, there are DMs on Instagram, like, and this happens to all girls, like, all girls. Like, they'll have that one dude that you just know is gonna comment on a post that you post, and every single time they do. And it doesn't matter if you respond or not. One time I actually got to the point where I was like, okay, can you please chill out because you're blowing my Instagram up. Alright, so that's a don't. So don't do that. I'm not really a big fan of emojis. I mean, if you send me an emoji, I'm just gonna think you're just complimenting me and I'm gonna go on about my day.
Right.
Which in most cases is the
That's what it
case.
should be.
Like, if you send me an emoji, I'm just gonna be like, thank you, or whatever it is. And then just, that's not like a conversation starter. So if you're trying to like get a conversation started, you should probably just like try to start the
That's not
conversation. Yeah, no emojis.
So moreover.
Okay, so some do's. Let's see.
I can't wait to hear this.
Just
they
a-
probably with pen and paper.
Right. Just like a simple compliment is nice, and then maybe follow up with like a question. Like if you know nothing about me, there's literally so much you could ask me.
And it's not what's up.
No.
That's not it.
How are you? What's up? I mean, how are you's all right, but like, don't WYD me all day long. Like, that is so annoying. Like, I can't even describe to you how annoying that is. You know nothing about me. Nothing.
I'm not about to tell you what I'm doing.
Like,
That's weird.
anyway. So some do's are like compliments. Compliments are nice, but if you want to go further than that, then you're gonna have to start a conversation after that. Ask me where I went to college, ask me what I do, ask me like anything.
Deeper than what you
Yeah, deeper than WID. What's up? You could start with your height. You could start with how tall are you? I'd be alright with that question.
Would you?
Yeah. Alright, so moving on. Okay, is it ever okay to get back with an ex? This is kind of like a broad question. Like, I feel like it's just kind of depends on the
This is
situation.
definitely situational.
Yeah, like, so say if your significant other cheated on you, that's also situational, don't you feel? Or no?
Yes. Shouldn't be, yes.
Right. It's more situational for if a guy cheats on a girl than it is for a girl to cheat on a guy. Cause let's not lie. Like everybody's like, oh well, girls cheat too and it's not forgiven, but when a guy cheats, like blah blah blah. Girls cheat like emotionally.
Yeah, and that's deep.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, yeah. That
So-
hits different.
Yeah, so I
Unfortunately.
feel like, you know, I don't want to add to the double standard, but I mean, it is somewhat relevant. Like, it's somewhat true. There's a reason. But I also don't feel like guys should cheat either. I mean, I think that if you feel like you have to venture out of your relationship, then you shouldn't be in that relationship in the first place. Yeah?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Okay, so what else?
Let's see. You got toxic traits.
Insecurities. Okay, we'll stem off of that.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Time. If that's what you're gonna do,
Yeah.
it definitely needs time.
Right.
Especially if it's coming off of a bad note.
But also, I feel like some guys take taking a break as like an excuse to go do whatever you want to do. Yeah.
It's also true.
Valid.
See, there's a whole difference between taking a break and like just passing it off.
Right.
It's like, ooh, like we'll come back together and something.
Right.
Cross paths in the future.
Right. So like, so if you feel like your relationship is super toxic, like when I say toxic, because this gets used on social media a whole lot. When I say toxic, I mean you bring the worst out of that person and they bring the worst out of you.
And then you find comfort in it.
Right. And then you're like just
This
chilling
is us.
and the toxicness.
We're happy in this pit of
Toxic. Yeah.
Acid.
Disgustingness.
Yeah, gross.
I mean, we've all been there.
Right.
Like, I've had it, my fair share.
Definitely have mine.
Yeah, so we've all experienced that, and that's not to blame anyone else. I mean, I feel like when you're in a toxic relationship, a lot of it is both ends.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel like if you're in a toxic relationship and then you guys break up and then like a year or two later or whatever time frame, you guys rekindle things? Do you think it's a good idea to hop back into things? Because when you think about it, that relationship wasn't always toxic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like at the beginning or something, it might have been all fine and dandy.
There's always like something that you have to hold on to get it to that point.
So do you feel like you could rekindle something with someone that was once a toxic
Definitely
person
possible.
in your life?
If you both move on from that relationship and you grow from it and you find yourself and you better yourself, then absolutely.
Yeah, work on yourself and not. I think a lot of times too, like I feel like this is more like girls do this more than guys do, like blaming the guy for everything.
Oh, that's quick.
Yeah, like girls will be so quick to be like, I'm crazy because he made me this way.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like,
it's your fault.
Yeah, like it is, and then won't take any responsibility for it. Like I understand, like if a guy is like very manipulative, it's very easy to be like, oh well, he made me this way, but like in reality, take a little bit of responsibility and be like, well, I shouldn't have let him influence my mind and my actions the way he did, and I should just like cut it off before I got crazy. And some girls are just crazy.
And it's kind of like telling yourself when you say, you made me this way, because then you realize what's going on.
Right, but you're not doing anything, you're not taking any action to... Yeah, like it's like you're saying the relationship is toxic, but you're not taking any action to fix it.
Because you don't want to be accountable.
Right, because you're blaming the other person for everything.
Yeah,
just stop doing that.
Yeah, cut that out.
Stop doing that. Why is that like girls do that all the time?
Oh, it's quick.
Alright guys, so thanks for tuning in. We'll be back. That was unnecessary. Leave some comments if you have any topics for us that you want us to go over next time. Let me know if you want to be in a video.
Daryl.
Yeah, shout out to Daryl. And yeah, tune in next time.
Hello.
Green, green, green.
And action.